So, welcome to the first episode of In Josh We Trust. My name is Joshua Cristiano, and this is Joe. Say hi.
Hola.
Oh, very multicultural.
Exactly.
We are literally at this moment fresh out of quarantine, and we are super happy to be doing this because we've been waiting for a very, very long time. But I gotta say, now that they're talking about here, especially where we live in Florida, that we may be going back into quarantine,
Get ready, bitches.
I don't
It's coming. It's coming back.
I don't fucking know if I can do that. Because I see people, because I get all my news from like Instagram memes. That's how pathetic I am. Just scrolling, finding the best Spider-Man meme to describe what's happening in the world right now.
Right.
And I don't think I can go back to isolating, because everyone is saying, oh, Florida, you guys were having so much fun, enjoy it, you got to go back. I'm like, who?
Yeah, nobody was texting me saying, let's go to the beach, let's go to the bar, let's do, like, where the fuck were these people when I was bored? Like,
yeah, I think all of us, like, in our group of friends at least, and of course, the people around me, I feel like we were all doing our part.
Yeah, everybody followed the rules. We all, wore gloves, mask when we had to. You stay home. You watch TV, you run out of things to watch on TV, you jerk off, you cook, you go to bed.
A lot of jerking off, dude. I learned about myself a lot of things, and one of them was like how often I can crank it in like one day.
Turns out that's quite often for most of us.
If I think I could honestly, at one point, I was doing that like 4 times a day. And like if I happen to watch Game of Thrones and caught a little side boob, I'm running into the bedroom.
Doesn't take much, folks. When you're isolated like that,
No, it doesn't.
That's what happens.
Yeah, and it's just the whole year, I think, itself has been it's just miserable. I can't believe it's already July.
Dude, are
my watch is dead. Why am I looking at it? But this whole year, we're already in July almost. Well, almost. We're filming this, June, so you might be seeing it in July.
We're halfway through.
Yeah. So I can't believe it's already July, and I haven't done anything with the year. I was going to go to London. I was going to go to Mexico. I was going to go to Hawaii. You know where I've gone? I've gone to the fucking backyard. I've gone to the 7-Eleven, and I've gone to Walmart. I was getting so bored and going so crazy that I was starting to accessorize my masks with my sneakers, just so I could impress the lady at the 7-Eleven.
I doubt she was impressed.
No, she was not impressed at all. She didn't even want to talk to me. She doesn't even look in my direction. She was just like, your cigarettes are $6. Please get out of here. You look like you haven't brushed your hair in a long time.
$6? Jesus Christ.
I think they're like 7 or 8, but yeah, it was a placeholder number. Please don't judge me too harshly.
I judge you harshly on everything. That's why I'm here.
No, that's fair. But I wonder, like, can the year actually get any worse? You watching, can the year actually get any worse?
Yes.
We've lost Bilbo Baggins, arguably the greatest hero of our age. We have lost Kobe Bryant. The Kobe one, that's still hard to believe. When you think of like Ian Holm, Max von Sydow, Jerry Stiller.
They were old white dudes.
Okay, they were old dudes.
So,
and when they're older, it's like, okay, that's age, that happens.
You've lived your life.
But Kobe just retired from an amazing basketball career, and he was starting to work in film. He just won an Oscar, I think.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but I think he did.
Yeah, that is correct.
And then, he dies. When I heard about it, I couldn't believe it. When you think about Kobe Bryant, like, you think he's just going to, get old, be a legend his whole life.
Right. Like Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, not perish in, like, a fucking fiery inferno with kids. Like, how horrible is that?
Like, are we talking scale of 1 to 10? Because that's a solid...
That's a 10.
8.
No way, dude. That's a 10.
That's a 10?
For real. For sure.
I feel like it might be quick, though. Like, you just...
I wasn't there.
Lights out. Well, that's
I was
true.
not there.
That's true. We weren't there.
But it was a horrible thing to think about. And then you...
And I thought that was going to be, like, the top of the shitty iceberg that has become 2020, but no. It just got worse and worse and worse from there.
And then the whole world, like, what, a month after it happens, the whole world shuts down, and now everyone's getting sick. You know, now I got to wear a mask, now I can't hang out, and I can't do anything. Is absolute madness. And I'm sure everybody can sympathize with that. There's only one person I know that was not bothered by this, and that was my brother Brian, because he doesn't do anything anyway. He's just like, I'm on my farm, I'm with my dogs, and the coolest thing I got going on is, looking at my zucchinis or whatever weird shit.
When you're
he does
living
throughout
like
the
a
day.
farmer in the 1850s, this is a good time to be
He's a
alive.
he's a modern Amish guy, but I don't know how he does it. And I don't mean to sidetrack from how terrible 2020 is. I'm sure we will meander back to that, but I don't know how my brother lives the way he does. On some level, I think like his existence, it's so zen and it's so peaceful. He's like, I wake up, I tend to my garden, I play with my dogs, and then I paint or I like make wood crafts or whatever weird shit he does. And I'm like, on some level, I'm like, I want to live that. But I've been to his house and the Wi-Fi, it's literally the fucking worst. Like, he waits all day just to load like a 30-minute Netflix show. And then that's what he'll watch at the end of this whole day of doing like this weird outdoorsy shit.
The fact that that's what you're focused on in that whole equation shows that you cannot
I couldn't do it.
be that person. You're too attached to the grid.
Yeah, man.
It's just
I
not,
do.
You know,
I do
most
live
of
on the
us are.
grid.
That's what this is showing you, is that we're so reliant on just everything being set up and ready for us to entertain ourselves that when you're responsible for doing that yourself, you freak out. You don't know what the fuck to do.
That's pretty much like the epithet. Is that even a word? Epithet?
No.
Yeah, I think it is.
What?
Yeah, she just nodded and said it was. That is pretty much the
Is
epithet.
that how you say it? Like,
I
is
think
that
so.
right?
That's like the epithet for my whole life. I don't know what's going on at any point. I'm just honestly, my whole life it's just I've been just kind of just riding the wave, and somehow that wave got me right here.
You gotta improvise, people. Like when you're a little kid, it's funny. You think that adults suddenly have everything figured out, and like, oh, they're over 18. They definitely know how to manage their life and how taxes work and all these different things. How to change your oil in your car. Like, no. Everyone's guessing.
The worst thing I ever did as a kid was want to be an adult, I think. Because
Yeah, when you're little, all you want to do is grow up. And then when you're grown up, you're like, fuck this.
yeah, because I'm like,
I'm tired.
oh, man,
My back hurts.
I can drive a car. I can stay up late watching movies. But it's like, no, dude, I just work. And then I come home and I, like, do yard work. I was like, where's the fun in that? I don't understand what the allure was. I don't even like driving.
When you get to a certain age, life, I feel like, just becomes a series of weddings, funerals, and laundry.
Wow. Dude, that was...
Think
Did you
about
get that off a fortune
Think
cookie?
about it. No.
Weddings, funerals, and laundry, dude.
Seriously, think about it. Like, that's...
Oh, my God.
So-and-so's getting married. Oh, no, this person died. Oh, shit, what am I doing today? Folding clothes. Then you go to bed.
All I can think about is, do you want another fortune? Go to secondfortune.com.
The
But-
fuck are you talking about?
You've never seen that on the back of the fortune
No.
cookie things? What? How have you
Oh,
never
yeah, okay,
accidentally
right,
looked at
yeah,
that
one
side?
of those little...
It's like, do you want another fortune? Go to secondfortune.com.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, fortune cookies are not fucking Chinese.
Go to secondfortune.com and get a fucking virus on your computer. I bet that's what happens on that. I've never been to it, but I bet it's some low-budget 90s site that you just refresh it and there's some fucking thing that was typed up by a 12-year-old from, like, learn how to write philosophy from fucking WikiHow.
Speaking of low-budget 90s sites, you remember Ask Jeeves?
Ask Jeeves?
Ask
Isn't that just
Jeeves.
ask.com now?
Is it? Did they get bought out? or
I used to
something?
think Ask Jeeves knew everything. Like, I used to think,
Yeah.
like, computers knew everything. So I would wonder, like, why don't people just ask a computer, like, are aliens real? You know what I mean? Because I just assumed
Why are we avoiding these questions if the computer can tell you?
Yeah,
that
I assumed that everybody was just a fucking dunce. And I'm like, guys, the answers are right there. Just Google them. But then you end up on something like the fucking truthisouthere.com, made by some guy in his fucking uncle's basement, telling you about, like, lizard people trying to fucking influence the grocery stores.
Bro, those are real.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Ask
Do you-
George W. Bush.
Do you genuinely believe that shit?
Of course not.
Okay. Well, so I can never tell. Sometimes you say things very seriously, and then I'm left to wonder.
Yeah, that's
like,
why it's funny, because if you have to say, "Oh, I'm joking," like then the whole thing.
Well, yeah, dude. Comedy police are out there. They're patrolling and they're out there. And I'm gonna drink some labelless water.
Got to keep it cheap, people.
Yeah, that looked natural, didn't it? So we had a brief technical difficulty. My microphone was shoved directly into my stoma, so I guess we were having a small issue with it.
That wouldn't be the first time you've had something down your throat.
Oh, wow, dude. We just went there. I was sitting here trying to talk about labelless water and quarantining, and now you're accusing me of, getting D on the DL.
Our budget's pretty low, hence the labelless water and the dirty underpass that smells like pee.
That's how part of me wonders how much I've screwed my life up when the sum total of my ambitions was a low budget internet show. But, it just is what it is, man. I think, well, we were talking about 2020 though, and all the shit that has happened. Do you think, honestly, by the end of this year, hopefully maybe let's say at the end of July, that things will finally go back to just being normal, being regular?
No, I don't think so.
Really? You think it's going to be all year?
I think this year is pretty much shot.
Dude, what's going to happen for, Thanksgiving? I don't do anything. I don't celebrate holidays, so I don't, hang out and do anything, but...
Are you a Jehovah's Witness?
No, dude, I'm a poor witness is what I am, man.
Okay.
I'm a broke witness. I ain't got time to be cooking all that food and doing all that. I barely got enough time to do the things I need to do throughout the day. So what, now I'm supposed to cook a dinner or help somebody cook a dinner? No thanks, man. I'm over it. I got no time for that shit. I'd rather just, just gonna sit. It's another day for me. But I really hope it kind of doesn't continue how it's been throughout the whole rest of the year. Because like I said, I had things I wanted to do: Hawaii, London, Mexico.
Oh yeah, we all did.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about me. I don't care about what you had planned. What you had planned is, who cares? Me, dude. So.
Okay.
Well, okay, fine. If you're so intent on talking about it, what is
Mhm.
it that you had planned? What is it that Joe had going on that was so important that it needs to overshadow what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
I'll
got
wait.
nothing.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
How did you do that to your mic again? I'm sorry, I gotta cut it. 'Cause
Oh my-
Your mic has moved.
Did it really?
Like, seriously, it is
I can
back.
feel it touching me.
It is-
I can feel it touching
It's
me.
like completely moved back.
I'm sorry.
How in the shit?
I'm so sorry. Anal technician.
We're gonna have to throw that in now.
Fuck my life, dude. This is the epitaph for my existence.
Anal
Want things shoved
technician.
into your throat.
Anal technicians. It's just, I'm getting finger banged by this thing, dude. All right.
I think we're good. Let me get the
Are we still rolling during all that? Did you get that?
That might be funny behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
All right.
talk to me.
How do I sound?
Like shit.
Is it in your stoma?
It's not back in you're not deep throating anymore.
Give it time.
Hey, that's
Give
what,
it
that's
time.
what live shows are about. Right? All right, just count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, all right. So, what are we just gonna pick up from?
Yeah, go
We were
ahead and
talking
pick,
about
pick up from the,
2020.
you had just said that, okay, so you want to talk about it, you want to get into it. What is it that you really wanted to do? You were talking
Yeah.
to Joe.
Okay, so we have established that Joe actually had nothing going on.
I never have anything going on.
Yeah, but
Quarantine hasn't really,
no, but I'm saying without quarantine, you clearly didn't have any other plans. Me, I had stuff I was wanting to do.
Well,
I had people that wanted to see me. One person, actually.
Mhm.
Not really. She didn't actually. But what I'm saying is, you had all these grand plans. Every single one of us had all these grand plans that there's still, I think, hope for me to be able to do the things I want to do. But you're telling me you think that the whole year is just kaput.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Think
so,
about it. Pay attention.
but
Like,
that's so depressing.
that's just how it.
That's so depressing.
That's the trajectory we're on right now. Ever since that helicopter crashed into that mountain,
Dude.
everything's gone downhill.
Kobe, man, what did you do to us? It's 100% of the time that happens, the whole year just fucking devolves into anarchy. And I feel awful saying that. Like, I know it's like, it was a horrible thing, and I still am not over it. And I know we keep going back to Kobe, but I feel like this is just how I process the grief of the situation. You know what I mean?
No.
Trying to find humor. And it's not funny, but
It's kind of funny.
I don't think it's funny at all,
I mean,
personally.
no. Obviously,
It's not ha-ha funny.
No.
It's like, holy shit, how did that happen? Like, that is so bizarre. And I feel bad talking about it because it sounds like we're making light of it, but I truly did feel horrible when I heard the news, and I still feel bad about it now. Because growing up in the early 2000s, everybody loved Kobe. And now we're here in the middle of this show, and he's put those headphones on, and I'm getting anxious because I think I'm being finger banged by this microphone again.
Not yet.
No. We've been having just issues with the microphone today.
but
It keeps
thankfully,
sliding.
we have a
And
wonderful
just-
anal technician who's
Yeah.
keeping everything afloat.
I'm done with it.
You don't
man.
know what we're talking about, but
Yeah, hopefully
But it's
we're
funny.
cutting it and you couldn't tell, but this microphone keeps sliding and just giving me the business right here. And it's not pleasant. Oh,
I
man.
think you think it's very pleasant.
That, I think, is a perfect analogy for just how things have been going.
Exactly. This whole
lately.
year has just been a giant
If I could-
dick going down everyone's throat.
Well, that is very graphic and very obscene.
That's what,
But I think if I could describe 2020 in one sentence, it would be that microphone is sliding and giving me the old tap down on the Adam's apple.
2020, fuck you.
No, I still have hope for
No,
2020.
no. Fuck you.
That's intense, though. That is so intense.
You killed Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
You killed Bilbo Baggins. You canceled everything. I did have shit I wanted to do.
I doubt that.
I did. I was going to go see Eddie Murphy. I was going to go see Wu-Tang. I was going to go to California.
What's going on in California?
I don't know. It's California.
Yeah, well, that's a fair point.
You know.
I would like to see Eddie Murphy. I would be down with that.
Yeah, but he hasn't done stand-up since he was wearing those leather suits looking like
Ooh,
Michael Jackson when
man,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson was still black.
That's gnarly. But yeah. Okay,
know.
so when was
But
the Eddie
now
Murphy thing? When was Eddie Murphy?
That was supposed to happen in like March. And obviously
Okay. Well, I mean,
everything,
if it happens next year, I'm sure your ticket would still be good.
I didn't get a ticket yet. They're
Oh,
expensive.
so you had an idea to maybe do something. I'm talking about, for me, shit I already had tickets to.
Yeah, well, you talk a lot of shit.
Well, yes, that is what I do, but I'm saying, like, I already had shit planned out, ready to go, people to hang out with. Now I got to argue with airlines, and they want to give me a voucher. I'm like, no, dude, give me my money back. I still have hope for Hawaii. I'm supposed to go to Hawaii in August.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm going, dude.
Mm-mm.
They're saying right now, or last I checked, and this was a while back, they're like mandatory 14-day quarantine for anyone visiting Hawaii. I'm like, I'm only going to be there for 6 days. So
Yeah,
how does that
see?
work out? What am
It
I just going
doesn't.
to stare at postcards in the airport and buy a hoodie?
Those hoodies are always overpriced, too.
Super duper. I bought one for my sister because she wanted a Fort Myers one when we were going there in November. That shit was $50. How do you justify a thin-ass piece of shit hoodie for $50? It just says, lifeguard, Fort Myers. Like, dude, get over yourself.
The prices of nothing makes, like... I
It's
was
all-
talking to somebody about this, like, because, they're talking about the economy's crashing and everybody's freaking out, and I'm like... Well, maybe it'll just make everything cheaper. And they're like, no, inflation. I'm like, why do we need... does inflation have to exist? Can we just agree to not raise the prices? Like, we're all adults here. Let's just get a consensus and say, you know what, let's just make shit affordable.
Normally,
Like,
I'd want to
why-
agree with
why-
you, but I have no clue what you're talking about. What do I look like, a fucking economist to you? You want to talk to me about inflation? Are you out of your
No,
mind?
You're a Republican. I just assumed you understood those kinds of things.
No, dude, I don't understand that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's like, I don't even, like, inflation, doesn't that just mean, like, all right, prices go up for everything, and what, money is worth less?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. The entirety of my existence, a dollar has been worth a dollar. I don't know.
Okay, but $1 used to be able to get you a lot more than it does now.
Bro, you ain't lying.
That's-
I remember as a kid, for like $1, I could get a candy bar and like a can of soda.
Yeah.
I remember me and my brother, Brian, we would go to the store, and when a can of soda became like 75 cents and a candy bar $1, we were like, how are we ever going to be able to
out.
afford anything ever again? And, oh my gosh, oh wow, dude. So, when you think about it, I feel like I've been a grumpy old man my whole life.
People tell me that all the time, and I'm like, I don't see your point, but okay, I'm having fun.
I mean, you got that grumpy old man beard,
doing
dude.
just fine.
Like, you look like you've seen some shit.
I have seen some shit.
I feel like you're gonna ask me where I was when Nam was going on or something.
Bro, you'd never leave Bubba alone.
Oh my God.
You never should have left Bubba.
That is so bizarre. But yeah, dude, you do kind of got a look in your eye, like a weird mountain man. Like, it's the beard, it's the backwards ball cap, like you look like you are way too comfortable around sheep right now, and it's making me genuinely uncomfortable, dude. It's for real.
The fuck are you talking about?
How do you know? Come on, dude.
Sheep?
Goats? I don't know. You tell me.
Like
man.
goat
I'm just
yoga?
sitting here
That
trying
whole
to.
thing, you know,
I'm
that's
just trying to enjoy this labelless water,
You
man.
know,
You're
that's
the
a
one who
thing
got the
now.
look in his eye. What?
What?
Goat yoga?
Goat yoga.
What is that?
There's supposed to be something, you do yoga around goats, and it gives you pick up on their energy, and
On goat energy? What the
Yeah.
hell is that?
I don't know, you know.
So wait, you're doing yoga. That's fine. Yoga's a great workout, by the
Sure.
way. Love it.
yeah,
Not
if
good
you're
at it.
disciplined enough to
Yeah.
stick to it.
But yeah, I did yoga in San Diego once, and like,
Aren't you progressive?
yeah, man, I was very left leaning that day. It was super fun.
That's fun.
But okay, so you're doing yoga around goats to pick up on goat energy.
There's something about the goats, it's supposed to relax you when, I don't know.
No, I don't buy that.
But, yeah, okay, well,
My brother has goats, and let me tell you, they fucking stink. They're always making weird noises.
yeah, they're
And
goats.
if you surprise them, they go completely stiff and fall over. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah,
Where they
everyone's
just-
seen the fainting goats. That was a thing on YouTube, and you know.
Yeah, I've seen that happen like in person.
But
though.
those are specific, that's a specific kind of goat.
Is it really?
I think so.
It's
yeah.
called a fainting goat.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna Google that later because I think you're bullshitting me right now.
I'll Google it now.
No, you don't have to Google it
Yeah,
now.
Hold on.
Oh, I should get rid of my phone there because apparently this is a very unprofessional operation.
Yeah, well, you're
that we got
always
going on.
unprepared. That's how you do things.
Dude, you're Googling fainting goats, so how are you going to talk to me about preparedness?
Tennessee fainting goat.
That's what it's
Boom.
called.
The myotonic,
Is that the scientific name
or
for
Tennessee
it?
fainting is American breed of meat goat.
What the hell is a meat
What's
goat?
a non-meat goat?
What's a
Is that made out of the same shit they make those Impossible burgers out of?
the non-meat goat?
Like we've all seen Jurassic Park.
I don't even want to go down the meat goat
We
rabbit
know what
hole.
happens to the goat.
Oh my gosh, man, that is so strange. the, the meat goat. Who comes up with these terms?
Oh, I
dude?
guess they breed it to eat it, and so that's the whole.
Did you make that rhyme on purpose?
No,
They breed it to eat it.
I'm white. I can't
wow,
do that.
dude. You're like Eminem.
Right. He's distinguished now. Just call him Marshall.
Oh yeah, he's a proper lad. He's
Mr.
a-
Mathers.
Mr. M, sir.
Mr. Mathers sounds like a butler. That does not sound like.
Jerry Mathers, dude, from
Yeah.
Leave It to Beaver. Oh, I'm still kind of caught up on the on the meat goat. Can you Google what a meat goat is, please?
It's a goat that is bred for meat, obviously.
You breed it to eat it, dude. Can you put that on a t-shirt? Meat goat, breed it to eat it. Can you imagine that? I would love that, man.
I'm glad this is so amusing for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not that hard to entertain, though.
Yeah, well, then quarantine should come naturally to you.
That's a little different, I think. Okay, I gotta put meat goat out of my head. I don't mind sitting at home all day when it's my choice. But if they're telling me, like, you can't go anywhere, you have to stay home and do nothing else, then all of a sudden I take issue with it.
Well, that's just human nature, you know. When it's our idea, everything's fine. Someone tells you what to do,
Yes.
fuck you.
Yes, 100%. I don't genuinely like being told I don't have any other options. And it's not that I'm lacking for things to do where I live, you know. In my house I have a painting station, you know, I have a computer, I have another computer, I have a TV, I have video games, I have books. I like to burp in the microphone. So, I have a lot of things to do, but I also like to mingle. You know, I don't like to be home all day. I still get out on the weekends and do things, even if I spend all day pretty much just at home or
Sure.
running errands. But, you know, I like to get out and mingle. Unfortunately, most of the mingling I do is fucking with you, which is genuinely unpleasant.
Standing
most
in
of the
front of
time.
7-Eleven, smoking cigarettes.
That is really all we do.
Everywhere we
bunch of-
go.
This underpass backdrop is so accurate because we do literally hang out like fucking bums.
What backdrop?
Oh yes, I forgot we are genuinely outside.
You're ruining you broke the fourth wall. Like,
All right, well if fucking
This
Ryan,
isn't Deadpool.
if Ryan Reynolds can do it in a leather suit, I think I can do it. So
where'd you get that logic from?
that's a good point. I don't know. So yeah, I don't really know where I got that logic about being able to. If Ryan Reynolds in a leather suit can do it, I can do it. But this isn't exactly a fucking. It's not a Marvel film. It's literally two guys sitting here having awkward conversation and trying to make it look natural, and also not look at those two right there staring at us through a camera.
The anal technician?
The anal technician, yeah. Once he said that, man, he dug his own fucking hole.
I should have said, I'm very anal about my technology.
You should.
Throw the word anal in there. That's,
Yeah, once you
know.
throw anal in there, man,
Yeah.
I start getting flashbacks to the first time I went to like Pornhub.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
No, not that, dude.
I
Don't.
was gonna say.
No, man. I start getting flashbacks when you talk about the anal. No, man, nothing like. Takes me back to this summer camp my uncle used to run. No, it's nothing like that.
Jesus
www.closefamily.com.
You know, there's certain states where it's legal to
See,
marry your.
I want to get some ad revenue
Cousin.
for this, and you are single-handedly just walking in with a dynamite vest and ensuring that doesn't happen with your anal technicians and your summer camp uncles.
You're the one with the summer
Yeah,
camp uncle.
Because you put it in that
apparently.
direction. What was I supposed to do? Deflect? We're not on the news.
So, speaking of Crystalia,
Wow, man, you went there. I don't want to talk about it because I don't have all the information.
well, nobody does, but it.
Well, somebody has all. He has all the information.
He has all the
I'll tell
information.
you
Well,
that,
yeah, that's
man.
true.
But I'll tell you one thing he doesn't have. He doesn't have any fucking labelless water. You fucking bum.
You
So
might not
I
have
can't-
anything pretty soon.
Now I love. There's nothing I love more than seeing another man just crashing and burning. I absolutely enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
Okay.
But I can't really say for sure on anything about that because I've only seen it in passing mention. I've seen people mention it, but I don't have any information. I haven't looked into it. I haven't had time.
Well, I mean, you know, it's tricky. You don't want to rush to, you know, innocent until proven guilty is supposed to be how things work.
Not in the court of public opinion.
But that's the problem, yeah. So, and not that in this case, you know, like if what they're saying happened is what happened, then
It's a little bonkers.
it, you know, it doesn't look good, and yeah, you.
Like, what else can you say to something like that?
Doesn't look good, man.
Uh,
You know, I don't even know why you would want to. Like, when's the last time you?
what was it that he was doing? What did he, or what is he accused of doing?
Something-
accused of doing.
He was sending inappropriate messages to girls who were under the age of 18.
Oh, dude, where's Chris Hansen when you need him?
Yeah, see, where is Chris Hansen?
It's like he just walks in there. Why don't you have a seat right there? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Okay, so he was transmitting some stuff he shouldn't have been transmitting to the kids, man. I don't. Oh, yeah, that one. I have nieces. I have nephews. So that when I hear stuff like that, that kind of hits home.
Mm.
So I don't enjoy it. And if that is true, then, you know, fuck him, piece of shit. Then I'll never watch anything he did again. But isn't it a little strange? I'm not saying a lot of people are in on it if it's true, but isn't it a little strange that he played a pedophile in Workaholics? You
think
tell
that
me.
you think that was some kind of
Dude, that was some subliminal messaging.
what?
You tell me, Comedy Central. That's your show. But, you know, I'm not saying you guys had anything to do with it, but you kind of had something to do with it.
So it's episode 1, and you're
Whatever, dude.
you're
Let's take
calling
shots.
out.
Fuck them. It's cable TV. I don't give a shit.
Okay, who else can we talk? Who else
I-
can we talk shit
I don't know.
about?
We can talk about Bill Cosby. We can talk about anybody. But that's not really. It's not really relevant anymore. He was just, you know, he was hitting him with the Quaaludes, and everybody knows what happened. But that, yeah, I mean, that's horrible. But if it's true, how do you say his last name?
Dalia.
Dalia.
You're having a lot of trouble with that.
Well, it's got a fucking apostrophe in it, man. How do you pronounce an
It's
apostrophe?
because he's Irish or something.
With a name like Dalia.
Maybe not.
His name isn't. His name isn't Fitzgerald. His name isn't fucking Duncan Doyle. It's Chris. What is it? Dalia.
Duncan Doyle? What the?
I don't.
What?
It sounded whatever you said. He was Irish or
That's
some
not
shit.
it, No.
So yeah, if that's true, then fuck him. I'm kind of sick of like comedians getting caught up in this. After it happened to Louis C.K., after he was doing the old tickle pickle in front of people that didn't want it, like, come on, my guy, what are you doing out here? We all admired you. We all looked up to you, and now we find out that you're, playing with the old drive shaft in front of an unwilling audience, man.
Well,
It's
and
so-
even the ones who apparently said yes, it's like, they don't mean yes.
Why would anybody?
Come
I
on.
get everybody has a kink, but I've never felt the need to
No.
watch somebody make a withdrawal from the hand wallet in the corner. Just let me. Why don't we just have sex? I don't want to see you doing your own business over there. That doesn't get the engine going. That doesn't rev the old motor. I mean, unless we're like distant, you're hitting me up on the snap.
Well, everyone's distant now, so
Well,
you never know.
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody is, and it's a super bummer because I do miss hanging out, even though restrictions have kind of been lifted. At least here where we live, I don't think much has been going on back home where I'm from in Michigan.
Mhm.
But yeah, now that even restrictions are being lifted here, I kind of feel like we still haven't done too much because, part of me, I still don't want to risk getting sick or,
Of course not.
God forbid I have something. I don't want to get anybody else sick. So we still do, I think, when we go out, we do keep it. We always sit far enough away from people, but
Right.
it is.
Except for right now.
Yeah. Well, that's a little different.
Yeah.
I thought, but believe me, if I had the opportunity to make you sit further away from me, best believe I'd fucking hop on that shit. No offense. But once you started bringing up meat goats, I'm like, I want you as far away from me as you can humanly get while still being on camera. And according to the wonderful people doing this for us, that's apparently this distance. So
Okay.
I'm
All right.
apparently
Yeah.
stuck with you, meat goat
Whatever
loving
works.
fucking son of a bitch. I'm gonna be laughing about meat goat all day.
You're gonna
I'm gonna go home
Beat
and the
me
one
over
thing
the head with this.
when I think about this in a couple, when I have a dream about this tonight, it's just gonna be flashbacks to fucking meat goat, and It's gonna be like Captain America
Alright.
when he starts thinking about the plane crash in later movies. I gotta set her down in the ice. All I'm gonna hear is it's a breed of meat goat.
I think we've touched on meat goat enough.
No, dude, I haven't touched my meat goat enough today. I'm sorry. I'm
It's not
so-
while we're in the same room,
Oh, I'm
man. Like,
so-
you know,
I'm
there's supposed to be a barrier there.
Yeah, I no.
During that
Obviously not when
time.
you're in the same room. We're sidetracking too much.
Well,
Why don't we get back to did you have, I would say, anything, I know you had plans for 2020, but, going to see like an Eddie Murphy show, that's one thing. That's like, you can just drive across town and do that.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you said you wanted to go to California, but, I mean, what were you specifically wanting to do? Wow, that was a riveting tale. Thanks for sharing. Me, I wanted to go to London. I have a friend there I met at an airport, and hello, Natasha. I wanted to go see her, and mainly because I needed somebody else to smoke cigarettes with that wasn't you. And I wanted to go to London for a while because I went there in high school, and my father made me go on a trip through Europe when I was in high school, and I didn't want to be there. I was 16, and I was like, yeah, I just want to play video games. So I was determined to be bitter, and I barely ever got off like the bus or the train. Whenever we would stop somewhere and everyone would go out for like 2 or 3 hours and take pictures of me, I fucking sat there. Just, dude, arms folded. Eric Cartman, so bitter.
Cartman.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad that my father made me go on that trip, actually.
Yeah, God forbid you gain some culture.
Yeah, dude.
An experience.
I just wanted to sit at home and play Xbox. And yeah, it was a horrible experience because I didn't experience it. And now ever since then I'm like, man, I just want to go back and see stuff now. So while drinking my labelless water, I thought that I should, since I have a friend there, I would want to go see her and just kind of explore a city that I did nothing but fold my arms and stay on a fucking trolley in. Because other subsequent times I've been to Europe, I didn't do much exploring. I was there for like a very specific task.
I wonder what that was.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you know.
We're gonna
but-
leave it. We're gonna
Yeah.
leave it at that.
But, so I think it would have been a lot of fun to go there and just, I don't know, just see the world. I wanted to see a lot more in 2020 than I usually do throughout the year. I travel throughout the United States a lot throughout the year. I'll go to, I go back home to Michigan, or I'll go to California, go to Texas, or, just to get out of
Sure.
where I live for
Here,
a few minutes.
yeah.
But I never really fly internationally just because, it's just a pain. It's always so expensive and all that, but and plus, man, I don't know. I've seen Castaway, dude. I know how that story ends.
I think that's worst case scenario, but
worst case scenario, yeah. But I mean, I don't want to be trapped on an island in the Atlantic, and the only friend I have is a beach ball.
it was a volleyball.
That's what I said.
No, you said beach ball.
Beach volleyball. It's
No,
in the
no.
name of the sport.
Beach ball.
And you're saying
volleyball.
I don't have culture, dude, and you don't even know what beach volleyball is? I'm pretty sure a second ago you said volleyball, so don't talk to me about anything.
All right. Speaking of balls, I need to pee.
Okay, so apparently
Okay.
he's just leaving in the middle, which is totally cool. So, speaking of balls, now that we're back, Joe had a piss break, and then we all
For about
just kind
2
of...
hours.
Yeah, it was weirdly long. You might actually need to get that checked out, now that I think about it. Did it burn? I mean, you were...
Not Al Capone.
Well, anywho,
No.
so to round it out, I was thinking maybe we could try and see if there's anything we think we might be able to do for the rest of the year. Because I think about it, and I have a lot of things, like I said, that I wanted to do this year that I still think I might be able to do. I am still going to try to go to London and I am still going to try to stop sweating all over this lapel mic. I am so sorry. This thing is going to be so nasty when you get it back.
I do need to get you guys some paper towels.
It's like-
You know I have the air conditioner on.
You know it doesn't matter in the summer.
This
It doesn't
this
matter in the summer.
this lapel mic is gonna have a fungus on it by the time we're done. Oh, it's so gnarly.
You are a fungus.
I know I am a fuck.
So I know you come like a
Oh my
distance,
God.
and nobody,
It's
any of us like mornings, but this place actually can be cooler in the morning.
yeah. Well, I didn't wanna, because you said you didn't want it to be too early, and I didn't wanna bother you, dude. Oh my god, that is hot. That water is piss warm.
Oh, you need new water?
I'm good.
Oh no,
I'm-
it's
I
so
actually
fine.
don't feel
This
that
is the
hot.
best labelless water I've ever had. This is even. We should keep this in there just because this is so good.
That's your
He looks like he just ran a relay. I feel fine.
Dude, I'm a triathlete
Keep-
over.
Keep all of this in, by the
Yeah,
way.
this is so
all
funny.
we need to.
Speaking of balls,
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we're.
it's Florida, so it's hot.
It is
as
hot
balls.
as
Oh
Same
my
fucking.
as balls.
God.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Well, because nobody thinks about people are not supposed to live here.
I don't. Yeah.
It's a fucking swamp.
How did the Seminoles do it? I'm like, I'm
They
dripping
walked around
over.
mostly naked as a giant mosquito.
I feel like a melting. I feel like a melting cone right now, like a melting ice cream cone. Like you ever see like those old
What
white
flavor?
The, vanilla, obviously. You see those old white dudes at the beach wearing their speedo, and you're like, oh my god, man, how are you that sweaty? Like
I don't know
that's
why
how I
I chose
feel
to
right
put
now.
that up there,
Yeah,
but-
dude, what are you?
You
What are you,
feel fancy.
what are you having dinner at your grandma's house? What is? Oh, Jay, you're gonna get soup on your britches. Like, what is that?
What is it?
I
What,
don't-
I'm
I
not
don't know
British.
I
Like,
don't know
are
what
you-
your grandma is.
Like an Oliver Twist. You met my grandma.
Yeah, and I still don't know what she is.
She's
You know, we've
White
been
people.
friends for 10 years, and when I met your grandma, she said, oh, is this your little Star Wars friend?
well. We had been talking about Star Wars.
All right, we went to see Star
because
Wars,
of
but
course
I,
we
I-
were talking about Star. Okay,
yeah, it had just
so,
come out.
So that's another thing. Like Star Wars is complete. Apparently, or
It's
the
over,
main
man.
saga
That ended.
is
yeah.
over, and
Yeah.
now it's like, I mean, they put everything on pause, but now like I literally have like what. I have nothing to look forward to for the last 6 months of this year.
What are you talking about, dude? You got labelless water.
Label, yeah.
You got the
okay.
meat goats.
Yeah.
You got the murder hornets.
The murder hornets.
Right
that's,
now,
that's fantastic.
we
Have
are-
you seen how? Do you know how big a murder hornet is?
No.
Okay, so this is supposed to be
It's one white knuckle big.
one. This is supposedly the distance
You
from
look like you're throwing gang signs
this part
at
of your
me, dude.
finger
Like, what is
to
this?
yeah. I'm gonna put some C's on your chest.
Yeah, I know.
Don't yeah. We're not gang affiliated. He told me to wear blue. This isn't a political statement either. He's wearing a black shirt. I'm wearing a blue shirt. Don't get that Twitter mob. Chill.
Yeah.
But
But
what was
okay,
that?
murder
So,
hornets.
murder hornets. They're 2 inches long,
Okay.
which is like that,
Yeah.
and they can sting you. It's a hornet, so
Yeah.
the bees
I mean,
can only
that's-
sting you once. Hornets
in-
can just keep going.
That's implicit in the name, is that it's
and
a hornet.
they're just it's
So what is? I mean, is it like poisonous?
if you're allergic, yeah. But even
Well,
now, like,
everything is poisonous if you're allergic.
this
Fucking
thing
an
stung
almond.
a grown man and put him down for like his arm swelled up like twice the size. Like
So what you're saying is he got fucking.
you might not die, but it's gonna fucking.
So what you're
suck.
saying is the dude got fucking ripped in one arm.
yeah.
He had SpongeBob.
But
dude.
it,
He
yeah,
was the
it was
anchor
like
arms.
that. Yeah, but what happened at the end of that episode? His arms deflated. Everyone found out he was a liar, and then all his friends hated him.
Yeah, but that guy wasn't lying. I mean, that wasn't like a piece of plastic shit. That was his real. He had an anchor arm. So I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
of a reaction to venom from the world's largest fucking hornet.
Sounds
I
to
mean,
me
they're
like that
coming.
dude's a little
They're
soft.
here. They're in the United States.
Well, you know what?
So-
when we were on our little, when Joe was on his abnormally long piss break, we were sitting out there speaking, and one of the lovely producers of the show, Matt, his son was out there, and he said,
The anal technician.
yeah, Matt, the anal technician, and he said, it's like we're playing fucking apocalypse bingo right now, and nobody wants to win. And I was like, that is so true, man. We got...
Just stop throwing this shit at us half-assed and just bring on the fucking.
I had... At the beginning of the year,
nuclear winter.
in December, a friend of mine had sent me a Christmas card, a very lovely Christmas card, and she said in it, "I can't wait to see what's in store for you for 2020." Turns out it was fucking pestilence and masturbating and an obscene amount of nervous sweat sitting in this chair. So, I hope you're proud.
But here's the weird thing. Like, usually, if someone's year sucks, like, oh, yeah, that sucks. Does that year suck for you? This year has sucked for literally everyone.
Dude, everyone, man.
Like, there is not a single person who has not had their life altered by whatever the hell is going on right now.
Yeah, dude, from Miami to Wuhan, Venice to London, dude. It's it's pretty gnarly out there. But there is always kind of a silver lining, I think.
If you're the optimistic one, something's wrong.
Yeah, none of that is happening to me. Score.
Okay.
All right, that's pretty fair, and hopefully it's not happening to you.
Yeah, you scored one in
Yeah.
narcissist bingo.
Yeah, I mean, if it is, LOL. I got nothing for you, man. I'm not a fucking doctor. So, but
No
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah. I'm not a doctor, and I'm sorry if that is happening to you or your relatives.
Well, even if no one is sick or ill, which fingers crossed, just everything. Like what do you? Why? Are you,
I was
You're
dude,
dragging it out too.
No,
long.
I'm adding dimension.
No.
Yes,
No.
it's a storytelling
That's
technique.
the dimension.
It's a storytelling technique. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. You're right. I do hope that's not really happening. At least
Well,
not to
yeah,
anyone
but
I know.
but like seriously, like whatever the God, Krishna, whoever you
What is that?
you don't know who Krishna is?
No, dude.
He's the one with the blue skin and the 6 arms, I think, and he just makes people happy. But
My underwear right now is literally home to a puddle of water that my
God, you're
balls are hanging out in.
disgusting. Whoever-
I can't focus.
whoever or whatever you think is running the show farted in your face this year. That's just
I'm wafting it.
That's just it. So
Yeah.
you might as well just get used to it and dive in because it's gonna get worse before it gets better. If it gets better, who knows?
But on a positive note,
Yeah.
talk to me positively. What could possibly happen? It can be negative or positive. Go.
Nothing. I don't think. I mean, at this point, I feel fucking 1 minute to midnight, dude. Like, set it off. Just get me the hell out of here, please.
Yeah,
I just want to be in 2021 where we can just talk about, like, man, you remember how crazy 2020 was? Like, that was nuts. I
I'm
want to be
telling
there
people,
right
I'm
now.
waiting for this 2020 documentary to come out because it's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
It'll definitely be interesting. I mean, I thought it couldn't get any worse after Kobe. And I hate to keep bringing it up, let the man rest, but I'm just saying 100% of the time that happens, the whole world shuts down. So, I'm not blaming him, but I'm not blaming him.
I'm not getting in a fucking helicopter. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, dude. Well, have you ever been in LA traffic? Can you blame him? I mean, dude, I've sat in traffic in Los Angeles trying to get on the fucking highway or freeway or expressway, whatever the hell it's called out there, and I'm like, anything to get me the hell out of here, please.
Until you crash into a mountain and burst into flames.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm still not over it, dude.
Yeah. Well.
But I'm hoping, at least not. I'm hoping nothing new is going to happen, nothing horrible and new. I'd rather deal with the monster that we've been dealing with since February. But I think even so, I'm optimistic that it'll get better, and I'm only saying that because I really just want to get out of town and fucking go do something other than sit at home. I've been sitting at home for so long that I'm getting bored, even in my house with a million things to do. I'm over it. There's only so many times I can watch the same movies over and over, or watch Cash Cab, which is still on. How? Ben Bailey, how do you have a career, dude? Like, sorry, man, that show fucking wore out its welcome 3 episodes in for me, but she gave me thumbs up. I think she likes it. I'm sorry, Hope, but if you like Cash Cab. But I'm over it. I'm over it. But
Well, everybody's over it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
just kind of
problem.
over everything. I just want to go to Miami for a weekend and hang out. That's all. How many times have we planned to go to Miami this year? Or even like last year too. It's just like something always comes up.
I don't
And
know
I'm
why you want to go to Miami so bad. Miami's disgusting.
Yeah, well, I want to just
Full of
get
bad
out.
music and coke.
What are you talking about, dude? Everybody loves Pitbull. Dale culo, dale culo. I mean, have you ever seen his Vegas show? It's all like
No,
single
I've
moms,
never seen
man. That is
Pitbull's
the place
Vegas
to
show.
be. That is the place to be. With all the single moms getting hyped up on fucking cocaine and Pitbull music. You could be in sloppy toppers all day. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, man.
Sloppy toppers.
Sloppy toppers.
What the
You've
fuck
never
is
heard
that?
that one? I don't know where
I
got
know, yeah, obviously I know
Well,
what it
yes.
is alluding to, but what?
I think I got that from a rap song. Let's be honest.
All right, no, well, that makes me think of that time at the Wing House. The now
I can't talk. I don't.
the-
I don't
the
want
now
to talk
defunct
about
Wing
that.
House.
I don't think we can talk about that.
We
'cause
can't
I believe-
talk about
Wasn't that
that?
girl underage? We didn't do anything. By the
No, the
way,
girl wasn't
somebody
underage.
else did something.
The girl wasn't underage. It was
Oh.
remember the high school kids came
Oh,
in.
yeah, there's some high
to
school
the bar
kids
at like 1:00 in the morning. It's like
asking-
you know you're not supposed
asking
to
the
be
waitress-
here. And then they're dumb
asking-
enough to draw attention to themselves. Yeah, so
Yeah, so they're asking the waitress for a little spit shine, and she started crying, and it was a whole scene. And later we found out that these kids were like 16, and I'm like, how are you out at 1 a.m.? But then I guess, you
well,
know,
they
what
said
else do you do when
something
you're
that
16?
the girl was like, "Oh, you know, they asked me for top," and I'm like, what does that mean?"
Like a fidget spinner. That's probably what you were thinking.
No,
But
I
turned out
just
they
I had
meant
never
a
heard.
little-
They, you know, I hate to be that guy, but about these darn kids, but Gen Z, which starts in like 1998 or something, depending on who you talk to, they come up with a new word for everything.
Sounds
and,
like the name of a zombie movie.
and think that they're trendy.
Gen Z, starring Brad Pitt.
That was World War Z, starring
Oh.
Brad Pitt.
Maybe that's where I'm drawing that parallel.
Yeah, no, that's not a parallel. That's one movie.
It's a parallel.
I don't think you.
I don't actually
Did
really
well
know what
in
that, I don't really
geometry.
know what that word means.
You think that's
Parallel
parallel?
perpendicular.
You know what epithet means, but parallel.
Apparently
you're
I didn't. I
having-
used it wrong. I just
having
knew it was a
problems
word.
with.
She told me I was wrong. So I'm clearly, I don't know anything. The only thing I know for certain is that I don't know nothing. Is that fair?
There you have it, people.
Yeah, all 7 of you watching. So, despite the fact that 2020 has kind of sucked, it started really good, but once the whole thing with Kobe happened, I mean, that guy, he was a legend. Everybody loved him. We were
Well,
all,
not everybody.
well, fuck those people.
I'm just saying.
Whatever you think about it, whatever he may or may not have done, which he did not do, and you think he did it, fucking, you can lick my sweaty nut puddle right now, for real. I'm sorry. It's like nut puddle. But I hope you have enjoyed watching this. I hope you've had as much fun watching it as we have not had putting it together, because we are just so sweaty and disgusting right now. But, I hope the year gets better for everyone and that everyone has fun. Hopefully just doing whatever you're doing.
With a straight face. Yeah, good luck.
Good
luck in what is, I hope, the end of the world.
I hope not.
Because if it's not, then
2021 will be better.
2021 has to be better.
Yeah, it can't be worse. So I wanted to thank everybody who's watching this and all the people that have really been with us for the last couple years as we've been putting this idea together. Of course, I'd like to thank Joe here. You want to shake my hand? That's cool.
Social distancing
Yep.
at its finest.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sanitize. I don't know what's on your skin. And
Yes,
I'd
you do.
also like to thank Matthew Dykes and Hope Daly at Guerilla Media for helping set all this up for us. They've been... just tossed that head.
Anal technicians. 1 and
Kobe,
2.
man, with the anal technician.
Boom,
Here, go
coming
ahead.
through in the clutch.
And I would like to thank Matt and Hope Daly, Matthew Dykes, and I would also like to thank Matthew Dykes and Hope Daly for helping us put all this together. They've really been great partners. And,
Hashtag Guerilla Media.
Hashtag Guerilla Media. They've been great partners and great friends to us throughout this whole process since we first came up with the idea to this moment right now where we're getting their chairs moist. And I would also
Say that word again.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say
So many
it.
people hate the word moist.
Yeah.
Moist.
And I would also like to thank all of our friends, my brother Brian, our friend Angel, our friend Ralph, who have also been with us since this started, constantly encouraging us.
Everybody we talk to, you know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I can't probably name you all, but of course, you know, my friends back home as well, my friend Lena, my friend Natasha in London, who's always been, you know, everyone's just been a real great beacon of positivity, and I can't thank you enough. This really means the world to Joe, and I'm really happy to help him bring this vision with my name on it to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to have another deliberatory. Is that the word? Deliberatory. We need to deliberate about the name.
We've already established you don't know words.
The-
so.
All right, people.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, all my friends, family, everyone we've talked to about this. We appreciate your support. Looking at this camera now.
Stay well and stay swell.
Good luck.
Where do you want them to go to find you guys?
Shit.
Fucking goddamn it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification so you can be kept up to date. Make sure to engage with us on this platform. We don't have a channel name at the moment of filming, so once we have all that ready, we'll keep everyone
down
up to
there.
date on social media. Yeah, it'll be down there where Joe's pointing near his
Right.
crotch. So once we have all that figured out, obviously we'll keep you up to date via Facebook, Instagram, and all those other social media platforms. Be sure to click that like button if you enjoyed what you were watching, and if you didn't, click the dislike button. All feedback is welcome, but don't be a fucking dick,
Mhm.
please. And if you have anything that you'd like us to talk about, something that you think we would jive well with, please let us know. Yeah. Anything you got to say?
2020, bring it on.
Finger guns.
What else you got?